My name is Nancy Ayala. I'm from Business and Management. Today's day is April 7th of 2013, and I'm going to be working on 2001 AP Exam Calculus AB Free Response Question 1. I'm going to start off by reading out loud the problem. Let R and S be the regions in the first quadrant, shown in the figure above. The region R is bounded by the x-axis and the graphs of y equals 2 minus x cubed and y equals tangent x. The region S is bounded by the y-axis and the graphs of y equals 2 minus x cubed and y equals tangent x. And for the first bullet point of the free response, it says find the area of R. I'm going to show a quick sketch I did. And as you see, R is bounded by different equations, so it has two different tops. So in order to find the area, you have to know the midpoint and the zero. So in order to do that, if you see y equals, you plug in both equations, you graph it, and you need to find this point right here and 0, the value of x, and x equals 0. You go to second, trace. For the first one, you click 5. You just click enter 3 times, and you have your point, which I have put right here. And then for the 0, you go to second trace, go to click 2, and scroll that more down. Second trace again, 0. You go scroll down, and you get the point I got right here. That's my 0. So I'm gonna separate it because as you can see, I have two different tops, so it's gonna go from 0 to the intersection, and from the intersection to the x value at x equals 0. So when I do plug it in, as you can see, they're really long numbers, so I just use A and C to resemble these two. So it's going to go from 0 to A, which is from here to here. And my top for this one is y equals tangent x, and my bottom is x equals 0. So I have this right here. And then I'm going to add this area from my intersection to the 0. And my top for that, it's 2 minus x cubed. My bottom is 0. So when I calculate that in calculator, go to second clip, math 9. Use math 9 for this. You go to bars, click 1 twice, and you have to say for all x's from 0 to 0.90215, which is your intersection. You get this point, but then you're still going to add the second interval, which is going to be bars 1, and then you click 2, and you get your second equation for all x's from 0.090215 to the cube root of 2. And once you add them, you get this amount, which should be your answer. Okay. And just round it to 3 decimal points. And then for the second bullet point, it tells you to find the area of S. And to find the area of S, you just have to look from where it starts and where it ends, which will be from 0 to your intersection, as you can see here. So you're going to use 0 to A because you only want the X value. And then your top is y equals 2 minus x cubed. And your bottom is y equals tangent x. So that's what's written right here. And you should be getting 1.61. And you get it by doing math 9. You use bars 1, 2. I use y2 because I know I have 2 minus x cubed on y2 in my y equals. And then I subtract bars 1, and all x's from 0 to 0.901, no, 902155. And you should be getting 1.605. If you round, it'll be 1.61. And that's how I got that. Then for the last bullet point, it asks you to find the volume of the solid generated when S is revolved around the x-axis. So you're trying to see this area going around the x-axis like this. And this is called the washer because you have an area where you have 2 sticks. One big R and little r. Big R is considered the one that touches the very top to all the way to the bottom. Your little r is considered the one that goes from, it only reaches the bottom. That doesn't cross. So the general equation you want to use for that is b equals pi a over b, a to b, integral from r squared minus little r squared. And you want to do that because you want to find the difference of this. You want to subtract this because this is not covered by this, by S. So once you do that, you're gonna get, for your big R, you're gonna find top minus bottom, which will be from here to here. Your top equals 2x minus x cubed to 0 minus 0. And then your little r equals tangent x minus 0. So that's how I got that equation. And you square both. So once you start doing that, you have to do math 9 from you go to bars 1, 2, because you want to get 2 minus x cubed squared minus bars on 1 because you want tangent x squared, then comma x, then use comma again to plug in your interval. And your interval is from 0 to the intersection 0.902155. Then you just press enter, and then you multiply that by pi times pi, and you should be getting this response, which is right down here. Pretty simple. Right, this concludes free response question 1.